Brandon, just again, we talk about the middle eight all the time, it seems like, and going 17-0 in that middle eight was really the difference in the game.
Yeah, it was, and man, we're able to be very, very successful in those situations, and that's really catapulting us into the second half. And then, as you saw in the second half, man, the big kickoff return, and then the big play to Davis Allen down the sideline right here. I mean, these guys are responding, and they're responding at the right time. So it's really good to see.
That you mentioned the play to Davis, just what kind of went into the decision to go ahead and pull that out.
Yeah, I've been holding it for so long. We've been practicing that daggone play forever. So the first thing I yelled is, I'm so glad we don't have to practice that anymore, because we've been practicing it for 5 or 6 weeks at least. And finally we had an opportunity, or I finally called it, I guess, better said. And these guys did a great job of executing. And we just really wanted to, keep the pedal to the metal, and do a great job of continuing to tackle like we did in the first half.
But after that, it then went back into the grind, and you weren't able to keep the pedal to the metal. Would you do anything different, or what do you think went into that?
Yeah, I just felt like we had a couple drives in that third quarter after we scored that we just kind of sputtered on, and didn't get quite the plays that we needed to, quite the yards that we needed to keep that momentum going, I guess. But I'll tell you, one of my biggest goals for tonight was to get number one the ball a lot more, and we got him the ball 25 or 26 times, and it just shows what he can do when you give him the ball that many times, So just proud of the group, really am, on how they responded to a lot of the different parts of the game. And I wish we could have finished some drives. We scored a touchdown here, and we got called for holding, a couple procedure penalties that we got to clean up that – the majority of the things are just us shooting ourselves in the foot, and we just got to get those corrected.
Several young guys first experience in an environment like this on the road. How do you think they did?
Yeah, really, really good. I mean, you talk about being on the road and winning some big games. This goes down as one of those big games just because of who Florida State is, and being here in this stadium, and being a night game on national TV. I mean, that's a big stage, and I felt like our guys didn't flinch, and it's a great experience. And now you talk about Wake Forest, who we went down there and had a big game there, so they're responding on the road, and that's a key for a football team.
Brandon, how would you assess the running game this week, maybe compared to what's been the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to be more patient in the run game as a play caller, and I don't know, y'all might know, I haven't looked. I think we're over 4 yards a carry tonight, and that was one of our goals. We were hoping to get to 200 plus yards. We didn't get quite that, but once again, you saw we had to be patient. And then we popped a couple big ones, and that's going to happen with the guys that we have up front and the guys that were carrying the ball, and so I felt like like I said, giving number one the ball a lot more, he's going to do something very productive.
What did you feel like about the push that you're getting from the interior guys?
Yeah, I felt like we had them up really good. I really do. I don't think, other than a sack or two, maybe. How many sacks do we have? I don't even know. But I don't think we had many negative plays, tackles for loss type plays. And that says a lot. You're talking about a very talented defense. They do some really, really good things, and for guys to come out here in this environment and be able to hat these guys up, and they did a really good job. So I felt good about that initial surge.
This may be a better question for Dabo, but just what are some of the conversations like as far as we want to keep the pressure on the gas, and we want to trust our defense and maybe get a little more conservative?
I don't think we ever want to stop putting the pedal to the metal. We always want to be in that attack mode mentality. I say always. When you get into a situation where you're up, whatever we were up 20, I think, you start talking about, okay,
Coach Sweeney's going right now.
Let's do a good job of protecting the ball and running the clock and helping the defense out the best we can. But man, we want to be in attack mode as long as we possibly can be. And whether that means running the ball or throwing the ball, just trying to keep a good tempo and making sure we're getting the playmakers the ball.
Wes, I don't know if this has been asked yet, but can you walk me through that play to Antonio Williams that seemed like it really gave the offense some juice, and really it was the response they needed at the right time.
Yeah, you talking about the first touchdown?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we sputtered our first drive, right? I think we had 5 plays, I think, on the first drive, and then punted, and then when we got that ball back, it was a big drive for us to really respond, and I believe it was a first down call, and we just had a little bit of a switch release. We tried to do some crossing routes and switch releases as much as possible because they play so much man coverage, and man, Antonio did a great job of creating separation, and I think DJ on that play did an awesome job with his pocket presence. That's something we've been working all week long, is trying to improve some of the pocket presence mistakes that he was making the last few games. And so it was awesome to watch him find Antonio down the field and also build on that pocket presence.